Hey guys, what's going on? Playing some more Almost a Hero here. I know I uploaded one yesterday. It's just that there's not too much to talk about on MSL as of recently, and it's a pretty fun game. The video you saw yesterday, actually, if you did happen to watch that one, was recorded about a week ago actually, but I decided to post it yesterday, so obviously, since you're going to wonder how I've made this much progress, that's why. Anyway, we've pretty much gotten to our level cap here. We've gotten to 226, but we can't do any damage anymore, obviously, and our dudes are just getting one shot pretty much. So we're going to Prestige, and since this episode is more about artifacts, first thing you're going to notice is when I'm prestiging, I get 18.7k extra mythstones, even though I've only earned actually 5k. And that's a big part of how my artifacts are kind of built. And I will be perfectly honest that it was kind of an accident. Seriously, this is the whole advertisement. We're just gonna go into a time challenge real quick because as far as I know, there is no other way to like look at your artifacts and stuff without oh no, I think I bugged out the game because oh god, the dude's just stuck there. Okay, whatever. Here are my artifacts. I currently have 22 of them. And the way it's set up is kind of like for speedruns to go up to a decently high level and then just prestige, and so you can get a lot of tokens that way. Like I said, this was kind of an accident, but the first two here are fast enemy spawn plus 40 and fast enemy spawn plus 38. So this means for the first 78 stages, the enemies will be spawning very, very quickly. I'll show you that when I go back into adventure mode, but yeah. So the first 78 stages will be pretty quick. There's also this skip wave chance I have here. It's only plus 4%, but this means you have an extra 4% chance to skip a wave, meaning if that kicks in, it'll be 9. If it kicks in like all 5 times during that wave, it'll only be 5 waves until the next round. And you can see here I have 4%, another 8%, here's a big one with 29%, 6%, 5%, and that's pretty much it. I guess you can only get them on the legendaries, although I'm not too sure, but I've only gotten them on legendaries, so I can imagine that's where they appear. And then we have, of course, what you saw when we were prestiging, the prestige reward. Here's my biggest one at 136%, and I have some smaller ones scattered throughout. So obviously my stuff isn't perfect yet, but we do have like 30k mythstones to spend now, so we can do that. Usually what I'm doing is just taking my lower quality mythstones. I mean, I was thinking about re-rolling this one because it's 7.5k QP and most of it's just in fast enemy spawn. Of course, we do have 4.7k of global gold and damage, but I think a lot of that QP is stuck up in fast enemy spawn, and I do like that. I'm just not sure if it's totally worth it because I do eventually want to get on to higher levels. Regardless, we're going to take this 527 QP. I know it does have the skip wave chance, but it is a very low QP still, so we're going to re-roll that. And if we get another artifact that does have skip wave, we'll stop there, I guess. But here we can do better. It's still only 684, so we're going to keep re-rolling it. Here we have 841, but the stats aren't really all that great, so we're going to re-roll that one as well. Here we go, we got a legendary, but it doesn't have any skip wave. It's just ultimate cooldown, some health and damage bonus. So we're going to re-roll that one again. Again, nothing too interesting there. We're going to re-roll. We got another legendary, but it's just time warp speed and boss gold. So I guess the boss gold is kind of good, but we don't really use time warp like at all, so gonna go ahead and re-roll it. Now this is something to consider sticking on because we do have a big health and gold bonus here. Even so, we're going to re-roll once again. We have a lot of mythstones, so we can. Also, I don't buy gold bags too often. Sometimes when I'm really in a pinch and want to push those last few levels, but not enough to warrant a 3.34 QP for it. So I guess we're going to stick with this one, 4k of each global damage and gold. And that's fine. We also have 241 hero ability damage, so that's pretty good. There's also this one we're probably going to re-roll because it is only 1.05k QP. It does have, again, a skip wave chance, so we are missing some of that, but maybe we'll get another skip wave chance while we're upgrading it, who knows. This, we're going to go ahead and re-roll that. We did get another legendary, but nothing that is really interesting. Boss duration and time warp duration. Again, we don't really use time warp, so we're going to re-roll. Oh my god, now we got 129% time warp speed. Hurrah, let's go ahead and re-roll again. We're down to 22k mythstones, so hopefully we get something soon here. 8.9k global health bonus. I do need that because if we go back to home, you can see my stats up here. I only have now 14.5k hero HP, where I have 32 and 24k gold, 40k hero. It is a little bit off balance for sure, so probably I should keep it. I do just generally like damage more than health, but you know, should have a little bit. Here's another just 990 QP, so we're gonna reroll that just to get some better stuff here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of that skip wave chance back. Goblin gold, we're gonna re-roll it. Here we go. Free pack cooldown. I am still not sure what that means. Is that free treasure box? That's the only thing that I really thought had a cooldown, and that's free, so I'm not sure. Regardless, the rest of the things there aren't really that great, so we're gonna go ahead. Crit chance, ultimate cooldown. We are getting a lot of legendaries, but still nothing that we really want here. Here's another legendary, ultimate cooldown, ring crit damage, treasure goblin chance. Okay, no, it's not really that good. We're gonna try again. Another legendary, time warp speed, hero damage, global gold bonus. Try again. Crit damage, crit chance, no. Dragon spawn rate, crit damage, no. Wow, 16.7 global health bonus. Well, we are already up to an 8k QP stone here, Jesus Christ. How much does that cost? 4k to re-roll that. That's kind of risky, but we're gonna try. Oh, we got 76.4k global health bonus. Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Let's go for one epic. Come on, something good. Wow, fast enemy spawn plus 75 stages. So unfortunately, we did lose a lot of. Well, that would have been too much health then, I think, compared to the rest of our stuff anyway. But we have 75 stages now. Boss health minus 63. I guess that's kind of cool. And 8.3 hero damage. So now it actually looks like we'll have fast enemy spawns all the way up until about 150, I guess, around there. So let's go ahead and go into adventure mode and check out what we did. We're gonna abandon this time challenge, go into adventure, take our lightning ring. That dude is still there. First, we're gonna get our free chest. 1 second. Tokens, scraps. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, I'm just clicking here and they are coming very, very fast. If you also take note of at the top there, you can see I'm sometimes skipping waves as well. This is because of that other rune thing. So if you're more interested in just getting up to a like mid-level and then prestiging just to get some quick myth stones, I think this is a good setup for that. I am probably going to re-roll that 14 point something K QP thing because I don't think that is worth that amount of power just to have those other 70 something, because at around like level 100 it may start slowing down a little bit, so I'm not sure if the fast stuff is really worth it. We got to upgrade our ring, obviously. Get some heroes in here. I'm not sure. I usually start with Windle because he has this stuff that increases my ring power more. And Hilt. I also like to take these two ladies for their gold as well. We're gonna go ahead and get an auto tap just to show you guys what's going on there. So yeah, going through the stages very, very fast. Yeah, there's actually not much else to say about it. I'll come back when these 5 minutes are over and we can see how far we've progressed. Okay, and that's it. We made it to stage 95 in those 5 minutes, so I think that's actually pretty good. It is starting to slow down a tiny bit. It takes a little bit more than one tap or one click or whatever in this case to kill the enemy. So probably not much further than this for me is really worth it. Maybe some of you can like go up to 500 while still having them one-shotted, I don't know. But I think for now this is pretty good. Again, I probably am going to be swapping out this one that gives me 75 stages, because besides that, I mean, it does lower the boss's health quite a bit, and there's a bit of hero damage on there. But for it being a 14.8 QP, the artifact, I don't know. I mean, it will cost 11k, so, but as you can see, even here at 102, we still have these fast spawns. I guess it'll be like that, like I said, until around 150 or something, and then they're gonna slow down and be as usual. Okay, here we are at 154 now, and as you can see, this is the difference. It doesn't make a huge difference unless you can very, very quickly kill them. Like I can't really anymore, but you can see they just come in here, not really slowly, but not as fast as the fast clear stuff does. So it's probably not the most important rune, but it definitely helps speed things up. I think by far the best artifact for anything is the prestige bonus, because as you guys could see, it makes a huge difference in how many myth stones you get when you do prestige. For example, here when we prestige, we get almost 4 times the amount we would otherwise. So I'd say if you get a good roll and get a lot of prestige reward, like here or whatever, then definitely keep it. Unless it's still a very low QP compared to the rest of yours, then maybe re-roll and hope for another prestige reward later on. Most notable is probably after killing a boss. As you can see here on this wave, there is quite a delay before new enemies come in. So maybe that is where it really shines, is after boss waves. But yeah, regardless, I guess that will do it for today's video. Tell me what you think about it in the comments down below. Also, make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.